WIFO FM Jesup, Big Dog Country, 105.5 FM. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO. It's brought to you by O'Quinn and Associates, Murphy Builder Supply, Van's Barbecue, and First Southern Bank.
Are you looking for an insurance company that you can call and talk to a live person? Are you looking for an insurance company where you can walk in and talk to an agent? Are you looking for an insurance company that offers multiple companies so they can try and get you the best rate? If you said yes to any of these, then you need to call or come by O'Quinn and Associates Insurance Financial Services. We offer multiple companies so we can find the best fit for you. Give us a call at 385-1000 or stop by our office at 212 South Fair Street right here in Jesup.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jesup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner specials. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Hi, I'm Raymond Brown.
And I'm Mandy Yeomans. At First Southern Bank, our customers are like family. As a locally owned community bank, we're dedicated to helping our clients succeed.
We have loans for every need, whether it's personal or business. We have lines of credit, auto loans, equipment loans, and of course, we offer mortgages. Stop by our bank or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
The world-famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Morning, Bob.
Morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
You doing good?
Yep.
All right. Sun's shining. You doing good?
Life is good.
All right. Well, there's a very special event going on at JC Stadium tomorrow night, the Wayne County High School football game. We've got a couple of guys in here that know all about it. Introduce our guests, and let's talk about what they're going to be talking about.
We've got Athletic Director Justin McDonald and head football coach Jay Boshaw in studios. Tomorrow night, Wayne County's going to celebrate 100 years of football, bringing back the alumni players from the 54 and 59 teams and the training team that won the state championship as well. So they've got all the details. I'll start with Coach Justin McDonald, Athletic Director, and then we'll talk with Coach Shaw. But, Coach, tell us what else is taking place tomorrow night at JC Stadium.
Tomorrow night, we had a form go out, and there's been a huge turnout of people that have filled it out. Some done it through email that has some difficulty with the form, but there's close to 100 alumni that has filled that form out, and I know there's going to be probably around 70 of them that attend tomorrow night. And, we're going to do something for them. There's a lot of people been involved in this too, first like Eric Denny with the research and all that he's done to put together what's going on in the 100 years of football here. We're getting a big tent set up right there on the soccer field back behind the scoreboard, and McGill Vale is going to cook and have some stuff for them down there. The student council at our high school is going to decorate it, so it's Wayne County. But it's a time for, I've always said in small towns, a lot of your alumni are back in that town, raising families and working and being productive citizens. So it's something that those resources that you have here, if you connect with the alumni and all our athletics, then I think it can pay off in the long run as far as things that can get done through your athletic department and through your school. So, we want to, make this not just because it's 100 years football. We want to try to make this in every sport where alumni is a big importance of us reaching out to those people and getting them back involved in our athletic programs.
You have any idea how many members of the 59 team are going to come, or 54?
We have we have a few that are going to come for the honorary coin toss. We got some that's going to come out and off the 59 teams that I think that's right, 59, right?
59, right? 54, 50.
Yeah.
I thought when Jerry Keith passed away recently, I thought he was the last remaining living member of the 50. But someone told me yesterday that Wendell Madry, who played on the 54 team, is still with us. So I wonder if anybody could reach out.
Well, I know we do have confirmed from some from the training school and some from Jesup High School that's going to be involved in the coin toss. Right. And Scott Hull is going to do something for them. And along with our alumni, he's going to have some surprises for them when they get there too. So, again, it's obviously a football game, but to honor them for any program is only as good as the alumni was. So all those people paid off and paid their dues through it. So, we want to make sure that they enjoy and obviously have a good time and know how important they are for our athletic department and our football program.
In today's Press Central, they've got a publication with the 100 years. History of football. So if anybody wants to pick up that copy, they can do that. It's kind of nice. Whoever put that together, I know it took a long time to put that together, but there's a lot of nice pictures in there, a lot of interesting articles in there.
Worked on that very hard, and some other folks worked on that very hard. It's a very nice supplement. It's big.
Right.
It's normal than a bigger supplement. So pick up a copy of today's Press Sentinel and get that 100 years of gridiron in Wayne County and Jesup and Wayne County.
And Coach Shaw, you're part of that history now. Like I say, you're the recent history. And things are rolling pretty good. Big win Friday night against Bradwell. Brooks County comes down, as you mentioned, the Touchdown Club. This is a good football team. This is a team that Wayne County almost beat last year over at Brooks County. That was a tight game, but we had a couple of turnovers that cost us. But I know your team's ready for the challenge Friday night.
Yeah, starting with the 100-year anniversary and just celebrating that. There's a lot of people, like Coach McDonald said, there's a lot of people that made this thing take off and be what it is. And obviously want to thank, Dr. McDaniel, Coach McDonald, Miss Cynthia, Holly Lane, our Touchdown Club. I mean, there's a lot of people that went into this. Eric Denny at the paper and you guys for what you do, talking about it every morning. That's what makes it special. That's what makes our community special. And just like Coach McDonald said, it doesn't matter if it's football, baseball, basketball, volleyball, cross country. People care about athletics in this community, and that's what's really cool about it. And I'm looking forward to it tomorrow night. And we talk to our team constantly, and people that were at the Touchdown Club meeting on Tuesday kind of heard me talk about it. But we talk about a lot of times, man, protecting the WC. There's a lot of people that wore the WC, wore the black and gold, walked the sidelines before me, and everybody plays a part as far as building a program. Whether it's good years, bad years, it really doesn't matter. Everybody has a play in it, has a part in it. And, for us right now, we have a duty of respecting the ones that came before us and honoring the ones that come before us. And then, trying to elevate it right now and then protect it for the future people that's going to wear it. So,
special how sports can be a common thread for several generations.
Yeah.
We're talking about 100 years now of football, and of course we could say the same thing for basketball and other sports, but that common thread that we can all relate to, from the Railroaders back from the 20s to the Wayne County Yellow Jackets today, is that common thread through the years that bring all talk about it. The football teams, the players, what was going on at the time, just that history around a sport.
Yeah, to me, and I told our team, as well, there's going to be a lot of alumni there tomorrow night. And, man, the ultimate compliment, like for me, would be a past player that wore that WC and said, man, job well done. Great job. To me, that's the ultimate compliment, because that's the guy that came before me that, did a lot of things to represent this community, represent our county, and drive this program to where, we're trying to get it to be. That's the ultimate compliment, man. So no different from, Coach Brown being a head coach here before, the ultimate compliment for me, a head coach that's been here and done it and job well done, man. That's what, to me, I think that's what means the most, because you're honoring the ones that came before you. And again, we talk about it a lot, but being a part of something bigger than yourself. And it don't matter if it was the 54 team or the 2023 team. we're a part of it. We're a part of a piece that's bigger than ourselves, and that's what I think is really cool. Just being able to have tomorrow night and being able to honor a lot of people is pretty special.
What's going to be great about this is you're not going to realize the impact. I mean, these guys are going to love being back. I remember when we brought the 67 state champion baseball team back and had that. I still see some of those guys today, and they still talk about how cool that was to come back to the alma mater, be on the field, meet the players. So it'll be the same thing tonight. These guys are really enjoyed and something to remember for the rest of their life.
Yeah, I just think, and I know Coach McDonald feels the same way. It's just making memories. Our kids get to do it for 4 years, and then it's over with. And, we get to honor people that may remember times when they were wearing a helmet or whatever it was, when they were here playing. And I think it, on both sides, the current players, the past players, it's just a special memory that's going to be able to look back in a shared experience of just a special time and something that, I know our team, hopefully when it's 5 years from now, 10 years from now, they'll look back and, they'll hope it's done for them at some point down the road. So I just think it's a very special, unique night that we all need to enjoy. A lot of people's done a lot of things to make this happen, and it's going to be a great night for Wayne County.
Coach McDonald, if anybody's up there listening that hasn't got the word and wants to be part of this as an alumni, how do they do that?
Oh, they can if they can get a hold. I know the Touchdown Club Facebook page. Again, Holly Lane's done a great job of circulating this stuff out and helping us kind of get this stuff lined up. But they can go find that form, or they can send me an email at the high school at jmcdonald@wayne.k12.ga.us, because we're still going to keep the forum going. There may be alumni that sees the forum 2 weeks from now, just to build a database of all the alumni and football alumni in Wayne County, and kind of keep that going. And we'll have a way, because they're putting their email and their contact numbers on there, so we'll have a way to communicate with them with things going on. And I think we're in the process of doing some other things in the athletic department to kind of get information out to alumni. So again, I'm looking forward to it. 100 years of there's a lot of stuff that went on, as Coach Shaw said, in those 100 years, and we need to make sure that we honor and remember all of it. And those people, when they come in tomorrow night, if they'll just come in the gate right there, obviously purchase a ticket and come in, and then we got a lot of stuff for them down there at the end zone, so they can come down and hang out. I think we're going to have it set up around 5:45, so they can come in and head towards the soccer field down there, and everything will be set up. There'll be food, drinks, and everything. Right. There'll be tables. There'll be a big tent, so get them out of the sun. And I'm looking forward to it. I know there'll be some that I've probably seen come through here since I've been here in the 15 years. I know some of the youngers. There's a lot of older players coming back, so that's always fun to sit around and hear the stories that they tell about what it was like back then and the things they went through here, on the same field that you're going to play on that night. So, I'm looking forward to it again. I think Coach Shaw think that a lot of the people that have made this stuff work, and it's again, there's a lot of moving parts when something like this goes on, and we wouldn't have it any other way. And again, we want to honor them tomorrow night, and make sure they have the best time on a Friday night in Jesup.
Yeah, and if you just joined us, we got Coach J. Bo Shaw, head football coach, and Justin McDonald, baseball coach and athletic director, and talking about tomorrow night's big event at the stadium, celebrating 100 years of Wayne County football. Coach, a big day today for you. Georgia High School Football Daily recognized Matthew Fuller as the player of the week in the entire state of Georgia, and they're going to be on hand this morning to give that award. Great performance last Friday, rushed 14 times, 291 yards, 4 touchdowns, had runs of 67, 37, 39, and 80-yard touchdown runs. We played your portion of the coach show talking about that big offensive line for Wayne County. They had a great night, but a nice recognition for Matthew Fuller Day by the state of Georgia.
Yeah, and he'll be the first one to tell you, that when we say when one eats, we all eat at the table, and that this recognition is for our football program, for our high school, for our athletic department, for our community. That's what it's about. And Matt had just an awesome night. I was extremely proud of him, the way he ran the football and did a lot of really good things. And he's a special player, obviously. He's a home run waiting to happen, so to speak, every time he touches it. So just a really good night, and our offensive line and tight ends did a great job paving the way for him, so to speak, and we're extremely physical, and just going to be a pretty cool morning that we're going to have, some state representatives within high school football here on our campus in our auditorium, being able to present a Player of the Week plaque to one of our players, and that's recognition for Wayne County. That just gets Wayne County even more on the map and where we're trying to go within our football program, and then obviously within our athletic department. Just going to a little bit on the Brooks. It's like I told our team, that's a good football team. They don't care who we're honoring tomorrow night. They're going to roll in here ready to play and ready to win. So we've got to make sure we do our part and be ready to play our brand of football and represent Wayne County. So though they're a good football team, they're ranked in the top 10 for a reason, and they play an extremely tough schedule. And I don't doubt in my mind at all that they're probably going to be a quarterfinal, semifinal team down the road in late November. So we got a great challenge ahead of us.
Yeah, we just had a text message from Holly, and so let me go ahead and read that. It says, please have any of the 1954 or 1959 team members that she has not talked to, Holly Lane, to give her a call at 912-424-7206. Call Holly Lane if you're a member or know any members of the 1954 or 59 Wayne County High School or Jesup High School at that time, high school teams that won state championships. You can call her, Holly Lane, at 912-424-7206.
We talk about how this is a great community event on Friday night, but one of the recent traditions is the meal being provided by First Baptist Church for your team. Yeah. What is it about that shepherd's pie that's been that was a big thing last year?
I'm telling you,
a big hit this year. Well, tell us about the pregame meal.
I have no say-so in it. Miss Edna, she gets us ready to go. She gets us ready to play, and whatever's in that shepherd's pie, we just got to keep doing it because we're on a roll right now, and I know our guys. They ask her now. There's a conversation every Friday. We're gonna have it next week. We're gonna have it next week, and so I think it's another, just a piece of our community that is very unique, very special. We are a family, and doesn't matter what sport, everybody's going to take care of each other, and just very, very appreciative of what they do for us, every week, and that's not easy feeding, pretty much almost 95 people, almost 100 people every Friday for a home game. So just very, very appreciative for what they do, and our players love it. Our players enjoy that, where they get to go off campus for a little bit and just kind of unwind right after school, and then once we get back on the bus from pregame meal, it's go time. But just really, really grateful for them.
Talk about the jacket walk and let people know what time that is and how the players enjoy that as well.
Yeah, the jacket walk. I told them last week. After we got done with it, if you ain't got chill bumps after that one, man, something you ain't ready to play. Maybe this ain't for you, because it's hard to put into words, really. Unless you just go through it. The players were asking me for the scrimmage. We're gonna have the jacket walk. We're gonna have the jacket walk, and it's they're on pins and needles. They can't wait for it, and I know they really enjoy it. And there's a great sense of pride, of wanting to represent. Our community, the parents, our fans, everybody the right way. And, it's an awesome tradition. I love it. I'm very thankful for our band, for our cheerleaders. They make it great. And, it's people tailgating. I know my wife loves it. Coaches' wives love it. The kids are out there. It's just, it's really cool. It's don't happen everywhere. And I tell our team all the time, don't take it for granted, man. Don't take it for granted, because it's not like this everywhere, and there's a lot of people that make it worthwhile every experience you get within our football program. So
they have the time for that jacket walk. People want to know.
5:50.
5:50.
We'll leave the Hatfield House about 5:45.
Right, you get the police escort.
Yes, sir.
Up on Orange Street, get off the buses, and like I said, walk right down into the stadium. It's just if you have not been part of the jacket walk, I encourage you to take part, because it's really something special. It
is. It gets better as the year gets on, going. the crowd gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And, I don't know if I probably won't ever forget the Trinity Christian one from last year. It was dark outside already when we got off them buses and went through the Jacket Walk, and just really neat experience. And it's a lot of fun, I can tell you.
Yeah, and Friday night, Wayne County, Brooks County, as you mentioned, good football team coming in. The schedule is, like I said, same as last year. Some big tests down the road. Burke County's got Coach Stevens back at his alma mater. They've got a team that's going to be tough. We got the big road trip next week to Appleton. BC's rolling in JC Stadium. The schedule's as tough as it was last year.
Yeah, we wouldn't have it any other way. That's what that's what has to happen. I'm a belief in that, and I know Coach McDonald is too. You just go play the best, see where you line up, and then you're able to correct the things that needs to get corrected, and to go make a deep run there in late November and December. But you look at our region, there's 3 teams ranked in the top 10 with Benedictine, Burke, and us. And Burke just knocked off a defending state champ last week in Thompson. So just I love our schedule. I think you're going to go into some places that really deeply care about football. That's going to prepare you for hopefully, playoff type atmospheres. And, it tests us as coaches as well. That's what I think some people forget. Yes, it tests our players and all that, but man, for me as a play caller, I want to be tested on that first big 3rd and down that we got to convert to win a ball game. I want to be tested on that in week 2 and week 3, not week 13 in the quarterfinals. So I just think that's what has to happen to really, get you to where you want to be, and then that also you still weeks late in the year of developing your own kids when everybody else is done playing.
Yeah. Once again, Coach McDonald, tell us what all's taking place, what time you need people to be there, and what's all going to take place when people arrive at JC Stadium tomorrow night. Again,
talking about the Jacket Walk and all, they can attend that as well, and as soon as that's over, coming to the stadium, I've always said there's a show before the big show. If you get there, you'll see a lot of stuff go on prior to kickoff, that a lot of kids involved, and a lot of work's being put in to make that stuff happen. But they can attend the Jacket Walk, then come into the stadium, and they'll head down towards the soccer field. There'll be a tent set up. We'll have a list there to make sure that they're on the list, and if they need to get their contact info in, we can kind of, or update their contact or something. We can make that happen there too. But they come down, they'll have time to hang out. And then, prior to kickoff, they're going to help line up the tunnel when the guys come out, and kind of be right there when the 23 team takes the field. So, get them right there on the action, and then go from there and win a football game. But, again, it's a time for them to come down at 6 o'clock and talk with each other, hang out, and right there, and eat some good food. And I know McGill Vale does a good job of cooking and making sure it's done right. So again, we're looking forward to it. And I will say too, Wayne Memorial Hospital donated a tent to put up. They're putting it up this morning, so that's another piece of the puzzle, a big tent with Joe O'Reilly in the hospital. So again, thanks to them for making that happen. But again, I'm sure I may have left somebody out, but if anybody had anything to do with this, we surely appreciate it, because I know the community does, and Coach Shaw says all the time, it's not like this everywhere. I know I've said it for 15 years. This is a special place that cares about athletics, and they love winning too, and that's what our job is, to put a winning product on the field and fill those stands up in any sport.
You mentioned the hospital. Can't let this go without talking about this guy, Scott White, your trainer, that the hospital provides, which is a great asset to Wayne County. Not many people have that, but talk about what he brings to the table, Coach. Coach McDonald's had him as well, but this guy's been with us now, I think, 8-9 years, but I'll tell you, he does a tremendous job.
I'm telling you, we've had to go in the morning this week, so practicing. So yesterday we were on the practice field at 5:30, and on Tuesday at 5:30, he was right there at 5 o'clock, right there with us. And then, there's events after school, whether it's volleyball or cross country or softball going on. He's there, but he's a great resource, and I don't have to worry about a lot of things because he's right there. If there's a player with an injury or heat related or whatever it may be, I'm not an expert in that. That takes it off my hands, where I know that he's got the best interest for our student athletes, and what he says goes when it comes to the the health part of our student athletes. It's just, it's a great resource, obviously, and it's another thing that a lot of people don't have. That there's a lot of head football coaches and coaches out there that are taping ankles before practice. We can go get practice set up and worry about winning games, and we call him Doc White with the football staff. He's part of our staff. We treat him a part of our staff because he's out there with us every day. Very, very appreciative that the hospital and Coach McDonald and our athletic department, have made this happen. And coaches can go coach. I think that's the biggest thing. The coaches can go coach, and Doc White can take care of our guys when it comes to the athletic training part. So we're very appreciative of him.
Yeah, he's just a great asset. But again, we appreciate you guys coming in. Look forward to tomorrow night. It's going to be fun, celebrating 100 years of Wayne County football. Again, if you're an alumni out there, please, come be part of it and enjoy the night. And hopefully a big win over Brooks County. And Coach, again, I just want to thank you. Like I said, the Coaches Show, get a lot of comments about how many people tune in that Coaches Show. They enjoy hearing your comments, and we appreciate you coming up after the ball game as well, because the folks love hearing your post-game comments as well. But I know it takes a lot of time, but we do appreciate your time and effort, and we thank you.
And that's another part, man. It's another part that makes it special, that you talk about it. And I can drive that point as home as much as possible, but seriously, I mean, it's not like this everywhere. It's a breath of fresh air. I promise you, 2 years ago I was at a different place, and there wasn't a lot of this. So you can talk about it's important, and I'm very appreciative, and there's gratitude within our staff and myself. And my 2 little girls loves to listen to Daddy on the way home on the radio. They think it's the coolest thing ever. So it's pretty cool. So I appreciate you guys.
All right. Thank y'all so much for coming in.
Thank y'all.
All right. World famous Butch and Bob show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, brought to you by O'Quinn and Associates, Murphy Builder Supply, Vans Barbecue, and First Southern Bank.